Right, let's start today's session. Give me 1 second. Right, let's start today's session. So in the last session, we were discuss about basics of Python, that is most important fundamental concepts like Python indentation, comment section, keywords or reserved words, identifiers, variables, and multiple assignment. Okay. So this is the last session what we discussed. And even those who already enrolled for this course, today evening I have already sent 4 recorded videos which we discuss up to now. And along with that, core Python PDF also I sent to your mail. Please, I request you to download the videos. I have given complete download permission to you. You can download daily basis videos. Okay, once from here onwards, after completion of session, automatically you will be able to get the videos daily basis. You can download it. Even material also you can download it. And those who are new to this session, I strongly recommend to watch my 4 recording videos on YouTube channel. So at the end of the session, I will assist you how to watch my 4 recorded videos already, which we completed demo sessions. So I will assist you at the end of the session. I will provide a link in the chat box so that you can able to watch that videos and continue from tomorrow if you really wish to continue. Okay. So that's all. And today I'm going to start a new topic, that is data types in Python programming. What are the data types and how to work with that? Okay. So data type represent the type of data present inside a variable. Data type represents the type of data present inside a variable. Inside a variable, what type of data should present? Data type will represent that. Data type will decide that. So as a programmer, we are not going to specify any data type in Python programming. The reason is Python provides dynamically typed language. That means no need to specify any data type. So first of all, what is data type means? Data type represents the type of data present inside the variable. Who will represent? Data type represent. But in Python, we are not required to specify the type explicitly. Okay, we are not required to specify the type explicitly. Based on the value what we provided, the data type will be assigned automatically. So that is called Python is a dynamically typed programming language. And it doesn't mean that Python don't have any data types. Python is having lot of data types. What are the data types are there in Python? First, we'll look into this. None. First data type is none. And numeric. Numeric classified into these: int, float, bool, complex. These are the numeric types. Next, the third one is, these are the basic data types only, but advanced data types or sequence data types are there. So first we'll talk about basic data types. These are the basic data types in Python. None, int, float, bool, complex. These are very commonly used data types as well as basic data types. And there are sequence data types are there, or collection data types also there. Sequence data types. What are the sequence data types? String is a sequence data type. List is a sequence data type. Tuple, set, dictionary, range, okay, range, bytes, byte array, frozen set. These are the sequence data types. So sequence data types also called as Python data structures, we can say that. What are the Python data structures? String, list, tuple, set, dictionary, range, bytes, byte array, frozen set. These are all Python data structures. And most commonly used data types are basic data types. These are all basic data types, and these are all collection data types, or else we can call it as data structures in Python. We need to discuss more things about these data structures like sequence type. Okay. But first we'll start with none. What is none and how to work with that? In general, if you don't want to supply any value to your variable, then we can say that none. Okay, none. For example, in other languages, programmers will use what we can say null. But in Python, there is no null type is there, none type is there. So if they don't want to give any value to the variable, so in other languages, they can use null. But in Python, there is no null concept. Instead of null, what is that? None is there, N-O-N-E, none. So none is a keyword, and it's a basic type also. None type, that means nothing I'm assigning to this variable A only. Print none is there. And if you want to know the type of A, so you can try to find the type of A variable. You know that print is a built-in function to print output, and type is a built-in function to get data type of the variable. Okay, so what type it is? None type, sir, it is. This is none type. Okay, none type. So later, if you want to assign any value, then you can assign that. Like A value 10 I'm taking, so A value 10. So this is integer type. Did I mention any integer? Like, is that valid? No. So in Python, we need not to specify any data type. Already we discussed many times in our previous examples. And because it is a dynamically typed programming language, so you should not provide any data type explicitly. Based on the value, type will decide automatically for A only. If you want to know what type is decided for your variable A, then you can use type function. So integer type is decided internally based on the value. In case my value is 10.9, then what is your type of variable A? Float. Okay. And for example, if I try to give my A variable value is Mohan. So Mohan is the group of character. So what type it is? String type only. And in case, for example, only one character I'm taking. So one character means there is no char data type in Python. Okay, even it is one character also string only. Look at it, string. In Python, str represents string. So A equals to one single character. Single character in other language point of view, we can say char data type. But according to Python, there is no char data type. Even one single character also will be treated as string only. Even if I don't take any value within the double quotes, that is also treated as string, but empty string that is. And look at here, even inside the double quote, when we try to give any numbers, it's also treated as what? String only. Whatever the value you are going to give inside this double quotes or single quotes, all the time this is treated as what? String only. There is no char data type in Python, sir. Strictly remember, no character. Even one single character also treated as what? String only. So this is none type. If you don't want to assign any value to the variable, then simply you can say none. So later, whenever you want to assign the value, you can decide the value like this 10. So 10 is what actually integer type here. So int float are very commonly used types. And even here in this int float case, I want to tell you something. We can also do typecasting. Typecasting means what? Typecasting is the process of converting from one data type to another. For example, right now my variable a data type is what's are actually integer type. So if you want to convert this a into a value 10, that is integer type, to float value, we can do it. How to do it? So b equals to float of a simply. So b is my other variable where I'm going to save my float values. Print b, then print type of b. Just if you want to know what type, whether it is float type converted or not successfully, just know that by using type function. So integer, a value print, type of a integer type. This a type is converted into immediately what? Float. Float after conversion, then it will store into where? B, and print b, print type of b. Now let's run this. First, initially it was treated as what? Integer type. We convert them into float type. 10.0 is there like this. Even you can convert from float to integer also. For example, 10.9 is the float value. I'm trying to convert that into what? Integer type. So you can mention integer. So first initial value is float, and after that float converted into integer and stored into b. So look at here, 10.9 is the float initial value. It's converted into integer, then 10 only here. So you can convert from one data type to another data type. Not only basic data types, even later we'll see string type, like sequence types also you can convert. String to list, list to string, tuple to list, list to tuple, set to tuple, like that you can convert from one data structures to another data structure clearly. So this is the basic typecasting which I'm telling. But in this integer float context, I would like to discuss more things about integer and float. See, in our when I was started programming part in Python, every time the values and variables I declared inside the program only. So far, I have not accepted any value from runtime. Means at the time of program execution, I have not asked any value from the user inputs. So now I'm going to show you how to accept user input values in Python program. So for example, here value already I have included in this program only 10.9. But this value, if you want to ask to the user, then how we can ask? Okay, so let's add one more file. To add one more file to this PyCharm editor, like Python full stack at 9 p.m. This is your project. So right click on simply, go to new and Python file, give the Python file name, whatever you want, test, and press enter. So I have added new file test.py. So first what I'm trying to do, just I'm taking one variable name equals to Mohan. And I'm printing same like your name is what actually name. I'm adding variable value to this print statement, this name. This value inside the program only I have assigned to this name variable, and we are printing that name variable back to the user. It's very simple and straightforward. But what I'm asking here, this name I don't want to give here inside the program, rather than I would like to ask to the user at runtime only. See, generally print function is for output. Okay, print function is for what purpose? Output purpose. But here I'm trying to ask input values. So in Python, if you are accepting any values from the user, then we can use what function? Input function. So here I'm asking just statements through enter your name. So enter your name. Name is a variable equals to input of enter your name, I'm saying. So whatever we enter the name, that name directly will stored into name variable, and we are printing back your name is so and so. This is output statement print function, and this is input function. Input function is used to accept values from the user only. How C programmers use like printf for output, scanf for input. Same in Python. Input function is for input, accepting values, and print function is output for printing the values. Please mute your audio, Mr. Sandeep. Now, input, enter your name, print your name is so and so. Now you can see using input function through. Here you have to enter your input values here. During the program execution, you have to give your input values here. I'm trying to give my input values like this. So where I'm entering in the output window, in the terminal window, this is console window of your project. Press enter. Then your name is what? Mohan. So I'm giving input values at runtime. These values are accepting and stored into name, and name variable only we are printing into output only. Print function through. Your name is Mohan. So this input function I'm using for the first time in our programming to accept values from the user at runtime. That means during the program execution time, then we use input function. Similarly, I would like to accept input values from the user, not string, that is integer type. Actually, here name is what here? String type only, because Mohan we entered, this is string. String means group of characters. Let's add one more program here. Test 3 I'm taking. Test 3. In this test 3, for a change, A value 10, B value 20, C equals to, I'm taking expression A plus B. Print, the result is what I'm trying to say, C. So it is a very straightforward, just for adding two numbers, values given inside the program only. But in this program also, I'm trying to accept these values at runtime only. To accept runtime, what we have to use? Input function, enter num1. Here also I'm using what actually? Input function, enter num2. This is. But look at here in this program, I'm using input function for accepting values at runtime. Now, end user should enter the values in the output window like 10 and 20. My input is 10, first number, 20, second number. Then we are expecting 10 plus 20, 30. But see the result. The result is what is happening here. 10, 20 are printing here. So we are not, even though we perform that arithmetic logic like addition of two numbers, but still it is saying that 10, 20 only. The reason is what, in Python programming, whatever the values you are going to take as input at runtime, that values by default will be treated as what? String. So that's the reason here two strings are adding, two strings are concatenating, not two integer numbers. So here it is not possible to do arithmetic addition. It is only for string concatenation. String concatenation means two strings are adding together. So here 10 is treated as string, 20 also treated as string. The reason is by default in Python programming, whatever the values if you enter at runtime as your inputs, that all values will be treated as by default string only. According to your requirement, you have to be convert from string to integer. But in your program, we have not converted. So by default, treated as string. String values are printing, not arithmetic addition performing. So what is the proof whether this 10 is accepting string or integer? So let's see this. You can clearly find out type of A. Okay, after entering your input value, first number for A. So you can find out the type of A so that you will come to know that clearly what type it is. Even you can type of B here. So what type it is, sir? String type only, obviously. Even let's enter 10. 10 is what type? String type. And 20. 20 is what type? String type. So what's happening here? Two strings are adding here. Two integers are not adding. So but my requirement is I want to do addition of two numbers after accepting value from user and value 2 from user. How to do it? You have to be convert into this string into integer only. How to convert? Just now I discussed. To convert a string into integer, so x equals to int of A. A is what? String. And that converted into what? Integer. And after converting, it stored into a x only. But even if for confirmation, you can check it type of x. X type is what? Actually integer only. Even here, after entering B, B is what type? String type only. To convert that into integer, y equals to int of B I'm taking. Print type of y, you can check it. So obviously y is an integer type. Now observe here, c equals to x plus y or a plus b still. So here we have to do x plus y, not a plus b, because after converting from string to integer, the value is stored into x value first, y value second number. So these two are adding. So result will correctly, it will come now, you can see. So a, first number, the type is by default string, string converted into integer and stored into x. Type of x is integer. Second number, b, What we entered that is type of string type converted into integer and stored into y. Type of y is what? Integer. So two integers are adding, C value printing like this. This time it will work fine, sir. So 10 and 20. First it is treated as string, convert them into integer, and 20 also treated as string, convert them into integer, and 30 result is coming on. Yes. So this is what conversion is required. Implicit conversion not possible in Python. Explicitly, we have to convert according to your requirement. In case you want to convert a value from string to integer, then this is the way to convert here. So just for adding two numbers, how many lines of code? Almost 10 lines of code I have written or not? Yes. But as I said that my previous session, Python syntax is very simple and very simple program. Easily we can write it. But actually this is length of the program is more lines just for adding two numbers. So this is not required. Just for making clarity to you, I maintain this many lines step by step here. Actually, generally to add two numbers, these many lines are not required. Even I will not recommend. Just for what's going to happen internally, you have to know that in the first case. Okay. So then after that, we can arrange this program in simple mechanism through only, no problem. But you may get doubt in the last program, we are accepting name at this time. So we are not converted. So why? Because you are accepting value at runtime, that is string, and application internally Python also user inputs will treated as string. No need to convert. This is string matching. But in this example, I'm asking num1, that means integer. But though if I enter integer, Python by default treat them as what? String. So we have to convert that into back and stored into x value. X value is integer type. Two values I'm adding clearly. But this is not recommend because length of code is more. Okay, 12 is my first input, that 34 is my second input, 46 is the result. Fine. So this we can simplify clearly. How we can simplify means let's cut this code. Just for making you understand that I included here, but generally it is not required. So how to do it? Simply here only in the first line only you can use int of input of enter num1. Here also I'm including int of input of enter num2. So that's all. So it is okay, sir, no problem. Previous one or this one? This one is a straight away. So directly I'm inputting my first number, and that number is immediately converted into integer, and after conversion it's stored into A only. Next I'm including second number, that also converted into integer and stored into B only. So C type also integer. But in this program there is some problem. Suppose in case user wants to enter some float values 12.34, then obviously exception will raise. Okay, this is what actually exception. How to handle the exception also, we will have a big concept exception handling mechanism in our upcoming sessions. We'll discuss that, you need not worry. And this is the problem actually. What I included 12.34, I have entered float number, but here it is saying value error. So your value is not correct because you are converting into float, you are expecting some integer. So still if you want to accept integer and float values, both you want to work together, fine. Then you can convert that into float only. Now this time your input value is integer, it will take, as well as float also it will take. 23.4, 12. Both are working fine. And even both are integers, if you give, this will work fine. But result will be obviously float only because your type is float only. 30.0 is coming result. So this is just adding two numbers while accepting values at runtime. At the same time, inside the program also, how to give the values. So both the ways are required. So simple logic to accept any values from the end user in the output window, you can use input function. And if you want to display output, then we can use print function. Print is for output, input is for input only. That's all. So these are the int, float, data type, basic data types, which is most commonly used types in Python. Now coming to the Boolean type is there. Bool type is nothing but it's written completely only true or false only. We can use this data type to represent Boolean values. The only allowed values for this data type is what true and false. Either true or false it will return based on your condition. And internally, Python represents true as 1 and false as 0. Internally, Python represents what's true as 1, false as 0 actually here. So you can represent some cases in our upcoming session. I'll represent true means 1, false means what? 0. So internally Python will represent true Boolean expression 1 value, false Boolean expression is 0. Let's try to include Boolean expression value, how it will be. Let's add a new file, test for, and in this I'm taking A value 3, just B value 4, and you can see C equals to A less than B. So less than is an operator. Even I will discuss about operators concept also in our next upcoming session. And A value 3, B value 4, C equal to A less than B, 3 less than 4. It is correct only. 3 less than 4 is correct. What is the C type? True type. True means it is clearly because condition is correct. To know the type of C here. C type is what type? Bool type only. B-O-O-L, bool. And in case your condition is false also, for example, A greater than B, 3 greater than 4. Is this correct? No, false. False means what type it is? Bool type only. So we can use bool data type to represent Boolean values. The only allowed values for this Boolean data type is what? True and false. Internally, Python represent true as 1, false as 0. For example, here right now, C is what type? Bool type, false, I'm trying to print this int of C. See this, what is the result int of C means? Int of C means false indicates what? 0 only. So integer type, that is 0 only. So int of C means 0, false. In case my condition is A less than B. A less than B means correct, true only. C value true. Integer of C means what? True indicates what? 1 only, like this. Got my point? Even you can observe here. Sometimes we can write like this, true plus true. How much it is? True means 1. True means 1. 1 plus 1, 2 only. Result is 2. Or else, for example, 9 plus true, like this. 9 is the digit, plus 1, 11. Okay, here I'm taking false. 9 plus 1, 10, plus 0, that is 10 only. Result is 10. So hope you understand this is true indicates 1, internally false indicates 0, like this. This is Boolean, very basic data type. And commonly used types are none, int, float, bool. But we are not going to use commonly this complex type. Why complex type commonly cannot be used? Yes, we can use complex type generally in scientific calculations or scientific computations and electrical engineering applications using Python script like embedded, VLSI, MATLAB, and so on. There we can use this complex type. But a complex number is in the form of a real part and imaginary part. So how real part and imaginary part will be there in Python, for example, in other like mathematical equation wise, real part and imaginary part, this is A plus BI. A means real part, BI means imaginary part. But when it comes to Python, J is there. A plus BJ is there. J represent that is imaginary part, not I. I will not work in Python. Even let's create one complex type here by taking my input values. So look at here, A value 3, B value 4, C equals to, I'm generating complex type. So complex of, I'm passing input values A and B. So what type of C it is? Complex type. A value 3, okay, B value 4. And C equals to complex of AB, print C, print type of C. But notice this in PyCharm editor, whenever we assign the value to the variable, so there is some light color squiggly is there. Squiggly is represent. Now you can see squiggly is there. Missing white space around operator is the same. Why squiggly is available in the bottom corner of this 3? Because white space is missing. Okay. So proper coding style is like this only. You have to give operator before and after white space is required. If I don't give here, now you can see white space is required. It is saying me missing white space around operator. This indication is very clear in proper editors only, not in other editors. Let's run this. So 3 plus 4j is there. 3 is my real part and 4 is imaginary part. What type it is? Complex type only. And if you want to extract this complex type values also, we can extract. For this extraction, there is some attributes are there. C dot real and C dot imaginary part is there. C dot real and C dot imaginary part. So both we can extract it. By default, that will be float values only 3.0 and 4.0. We are extracting this real and imaginary part clearly here. Okay. So complex data type can be used in general scientific applications and electrical engineering applications, not regular applications like what we are going to prepare our applications in Python script. But rest of the complex type, all data structures, all data types, commonly used data types in our Python. So these are all basic types. But main sequence type or data structures means these are the data structures of Python. So in this session, I'm going to give just clarity about these sequence data types, what is what, how to create. But for sure that in our upcoming session, once I complete operators concept in Python, once I complete control flow statements like if else, nested if, elif, for loop, nested for loop, while loop. Okay, so and so simple concepts are there. After that, I'll discuss each and every data structure in detail. Minimum, I'll take 2 sessions only for string data structures, 1 session for list, 1 session for tuple, 1 session for set, like that one. Because there is a lot of scope to discuss Python data structure. These are very, very, very important, especially those who are looking forward data science or data visualization, data analysis programming. Even normal Python programmers also required to focus here on this sequence data types more, because we are going to manipulate your data, and while collecting the information from database, we can, if you want to filter, if you want to arrange the values using these data structures through only is possible. So today what I'm trying to do, what is string, how to create string, what is list, how to create list, so many rules and regulations we'll discuss. But in our upcoming session, clearly I'll discuss each and every data structure in details, because each and every data structure is having lot of functionalities. I'll show you what functions we can apply in each and every data structure now itself. So first we'll talk about string. What is string? How to create string? Okay, generally in Python, str represents string only. Str represent what's a string. So str means it is string only. No, don't say string like this. Okay, str represents string data type in Python. Str represents string data type. Now, how to create string in Python? Okay, we can create a string by using single quotes or double quotes or triple single quotes or triple double quotes. All the way you can create. But generally, triple quote option is for multi-line string purpose, sir. Triple quote option is for what purpose? Multi-line string. Multi-line string means more number of lines, paragraphs, like 5 lines, 6 lines, 10 lines, like that. If you want to create, you can use this multi-line string only. For multi-line string purpose, generally triple quotes can be used. Normal string, only single line or single word purpose, either you can go for single quotes or double quotes. But I strongly recommend to prepare string all the time, better to use double quotes only. Why? Because some reason is there. I'll explain that reason also here. So we can create a string by using what? Single quote, double quotes, triple single quote, and triple double quotes. And next, most important thing is, in Python, string is immutable object. Immutable object means once we create a string, that cannot modify directly. Once we create a string that cannot modify directly. Modification is not allowed, sir, directly. I'll talk about immutable means, mutable means what? There are 2 important terms are there, mutable, that is immutable. These 2 important terms are applicable for all data structure. In this all data structures, some of the data structures are having mutable nature, some of the data structures are having immutable nature. Right now I'm talking about string, so that string is immutable, means once we create string that cannot be modified. Mutable means modification is possible, can change. Immutable means cannot modify. Modification is not possible, immutable object. But in Python, some of the data structures are mutable nature and some of the data structures are immutable nature. Immutable means simple logic, cannot modify directly. Mutable means we can modify directly. Mr. Sandeep. Please mute your audio, man. because it's making noise for other students. Yeah. Mutable means modification allow. Immutable means cannot modify. Modification is not possible. I'll try to show you the example also. First, let's create a string. So in Python, str represents string only. Don't say string, always str only. Even when we find the type of string also, in the output window, it represents str only. We can create a string by using these many options are there. How to create string? Let's quickly look into this program. Let's add one new file to this test file. So you can add many number of files into your project, no problem. Right now, I'm going to adding testify file. Let's create a string here. So I'm creating string like Durga. My string object is S. Then print a type of S. I want to know what type it is. S type. String type it is, obviously. Now you can see string type. Durga, str type on. Even we can use single quotes also. No? Yes. Single quotes also we can use. Within the single quotes also it's possible. Even we can use triple single quotes. Like this is also possible. And also we can use triple double quotes. Triple double quotes. All are possible, sir. But generally triple quotes can be used for what? Multi-line string. For example, here Durga Soft Hyderabad, like this. So multi-line string we can create like this. This is Durga Soft Hyderabad. Even single quotes also we can use. Single triple quotes starting and single triple quotes ending. Okay. But strictly remember, we discussed in the last session when the fundamental concepts of Python, what I said clearly, comments in Python. Comments means what? Triple single quotes, triple single quotes ends with, starts with. This is called comment. But why it is not treated as a comment, you know? Yes. So this comment, this is not a comment section right now because we are assigning this triple quote starting and ending text assigned to one variable called S only. So that's what it is treated as what? String now. S is a object, string object, it's a string. Whenever you don't specify any variable for this comment, now you can see it will become a comment. Now this is a comment now. When we don't assign this comment statements to any variable, then this is comments only. But when we assign this comment section of the statements into variable, this is what actually string. It's not a comment. This difference you can observe here. It's a string now. So multi-line string creation purpose, we can use triple quotes generally. But why I strongly recommend to create a string with double quotes only, not single quotes? Look at the reason. I want to print in my output window. So Durgas I want to print. DURGAS, Durgas. Apostrophe S is required. But inside the single quote, I'm trying to add one more single quotes because they have to make this apostrophe S, but it is not valid syntax only. It is invalid syntax, clearly. Okay. So in case if you want to include inside the single quotes, one more extra single quote, if you want to add as apostrophe S, better to use slash. When we use slash, then it will be considered as what? Apostrophe S, like Durgas. But imagine that in your paragraph, there are 10 places apostrophes are there, then every time you have to use slash. But in that context, we can avoid this and better to use double quote. When we go for double quote string, you can see this, no need to use any slash for apostrophe S. So directly we can include any number of single quotes inside the double quotes. So that's what better to create a string in Python using what? Double quotes only, not single quotes instead of. As per your requirement, you can decide that. So this is string creation and how to create string like this. And now coming to this, string is immutable, I said. Before immutable concept, let me explain how to know how do I know, sir, how many functions, what type of functions we can able to apply on string data structure. Because each and every data structure is having its own functions, which we can apply on it for manipulations or modifications. And one data structure functions we cannot apply on other data structure functions. Each and every data structure is having its own individual functionalities. So how to work with these functions, how to check string data structure is having functions? Simple. To check any data structure functions list in Python, so print dir of your data structure name like str, because str I'm working with right now string. I want to know what kind of functionalities we can apply on string data structure. So print dir of str. So directory function it is. So that you will come to know that clearly all the string functions list we got here. Look at here. How many functions we can apply on string only? These many functions. But notice that first few functions are having special functions. These are special methods of string only. So because that are started with 2 underscore, ended with 2 underscores. I'll talk about these special methods in our upcoming session, depends on situation. But these methods are completely special methods only. You can't apply these methods directly on string. But coming to this, some methods are not having any underscore starting and underscore ending. These are direct methods which we can apply on string only. So capitalize, case fold, center, ends with, starts with, so many functions are there. These many functions we need to discuss in our upcoming sessions once I complete operator concept and control flow statement concept. Because directly if I start now only, you can't understand the concept, because once you have an idea about operators, how to apply, and control flow statements, how to apply, then you will understand clearly these concepts, these functions. And not only string functions, you can get any data structure functions also like this. For example, we have list, tuple, set, dictionary, and so on. Any data structure functions list if you want to display, then simply we can use list. I want to display directory list of functions. dir is a directory function. List means our data structure, and list type functions you will get now. So these are the many functions like append, clear, copy. These main functions we can apply on list only. And even we can see set functions are there. Set is another data structure. Set data structure functions also we can. But the matter is here, only we are getting functions list, not in detailed description. Because as a new to Python programming, only if I look this function names, I can't get any information, because this is only name of the function, so and so functions we can able to apply on string. But sir, how I can know that what logic is there, how to work with this function, what is the purpose of this function, and syntax and statements. To get complete information about string and each and every function, Python is having built-in function like help function, help of str. Str means your data structure. Then you can clearly get the total information belongs to str. So string data structure, each and every function, and its complete statements, what purpose we use this, and even syntaxes also are there. You can able to read it and understand it and apply it. So if not, then I'm here to teach you how to apply, how to what is the use of these functions, each and every functions. I will give you proper examples with practical implementation in our upcoming session. Not only help of str, help of list also you can take. Help is a built-in function in Python. It is used to get the information of any object in Python. These are the list functions. For example, remove method is there. Remove method is used to remove first occurrence of the value from the list. It will raise the value error if the value is not present in the list only. So this is clear description is available here. Okay, so this is the list information completely, each and every functions clearly. Every data structure we can able to check by using this help function or directory function. Now coming to this, string is immutable. Immutable means what I say, we cannot modify directly. Mutable means directly we can modify. But here some of the data structures are having mutable nature, like list is mutable, set is mutable. Okay, some of the data structures are having immutable, like string is immutable, tuple is immutable. Okay, range is immutable, like that. Let's see this, why string is immutable, how it will be. So for example, my string is like this, s equals to hello Hyderabad I'm taking. This is string. Now I want to modify this string. So modification purpose, just I'm using temporarily replace function I'm using. I'll talk about replace function later. Okay, just my intention is to show whether it is immutable or not. So whenever I starts with s dot replace function, you can see the syntax is showing in IntelliSense only. Here we have to supply old string, what you want to change, and new string we have to supply second parameter. So I'm supplying like old string is what actually hello, and new string I'm taking what actually hi. So in place of hello, I want to replace what hi only. But when we try to print yes, do you think is this going to replace? Look at here, no replacement. So because the reason is what? It's an immutable object. Directly on string, that means yes, we can't do any changes. But look at here, line number 7, print s. Because of this s is what, this s only we are printing again. Line number 4, print s. This is the statement for line number 4. Line number 7, print s. This is the statement for line number 7. So same thing, nothing is changing. Why? Because this is a string is immutable. On s, we can't apply directly changes. If you want to do changes, better to store a new result string into separate string, that is s1. Now we can see s1 is a new string. Yes, replace function, after doing modification, it will return a new string. New string I'm capturing into s1. S1 I'm changing here. You can see it is changes. So you can't change directly, but we can change it. How we can change it? After modification, better to store them into new string. Okay, here what is new string? S1 is a new string. Replace function will return a new string after modification. Okay, it will return a new string after modification. So new string I'm changing S1 only. If I don't store new string value into S1, directly print S, directly we cannot apply modification here. But this is also possible, sir. Look at here. What is this possible? S dot replace of hello, then hi. So line number 9 also work out. Line number 6 and 7 also work out. Both are same. But what is the main difference between these two, sir? Look at here. Line number 6 and 7, result is hi Hyderabad. Instead of hello, hi is replaced. Even line number 9 also, directly we apply s dot replace hello, hi. It's changing or not? Yes. So either use these two lines or you can use directly these also. Both are working fine. But what is the difference? The difference is here, this replace function will return a new string after modification. That new string directly I'm printing. I'm not storing into any variable. So if you want to instantly print the output value, you can use this expression, but you can't reuse that result value later using this line number 9. But here you can see, after doing changes, I'm storing new string into S1. S1 I'm printing here. This S1 I can able to reuse furtherly in our upcoming program. That is the differences. So even on S1 we can do changes. Look at here. I'm trying to do changes on S1 also here. S1 directly we can apply now. S1 dot replace of. Now here you can see hi is there instead of hi. Okay. So, okay, I'm saying, for example, let's see this. So look at here. Hello Hyderabad is my S variable. On S, we are changing hello to hi, and it return into new string. New string is there S1. Again, this new string, can I use for changing or not? Yes, for later, further usage purpose, I can use this S1 string. S1 dot replace, instead of I am using what? Okay, Hyderabad, it is come. So this and this difference is what? We are storing a new string, result string into separate variable. For further usage, there is a scope. But here, instantly we are printing a new result string. There is no further usage. There is no scope to reuse this string object here later. So this is the difference here. But only this will not work, sir. Without print, will it work? S1 dot replace of hi, okay? No, sir. It won't work. Because it will return always new string. You have to capture new string directly print function, or else you can go for other variable like S2, S3 like this, you can do it. So this is string is immutable object, means modification is not possible directly. Even if you want to modify the string, better to store that modification object into new string only, that is S1 or S2 and S like this and so on. This is string creation. What is string? How to create string? What are the possible ways to create string? Multi-line string, how to create? And string is immutable object. Why it is immutable object? This is the proof. And similarly, we have to discuss about remaining data structures also, like list, tuple, set, dictionary, range, bytes, byte array, frozen set. So these remaining data structures will be discussed in tomorrow session clearly. I'll give you complete overview of list, tuple, set, dictionary, and so on. And later, after completion of operators concept, control flow statements concept, I'll discuss again these string data structure, its complete operations, because it is a 30, 40 functions we have to discuss on string only, because a lot of manipulations we have to do each and every function with practical implementation. Okay, so that's all about today from my side. And please hold on a line, all of you. Here I'm going to show you, for those who are new to this session today, I strongly recommend to visit Durgasoft official YouTube channel. Okay, go to YouTube and simply Durgasoft you can type. Even I'll copy paste that my playlist link. I was finished completely what we can say now you can see Durga Software Solutions, and you can go to playlist option. Once we go to playlist option, you can observe here clearly in this playlist, this is the link. Okay, playlist 4 videos are there, 9 p.m. This link I'm going to place into your chat box. You can watch these 4 videos clearly. So this is the 5th session which I'm conducting now, and 5th video also I'll send to your Google Drive. Already those who enrolled for the course, already I shared that 4 videos. Now please check out in your chat box. I posted this link, playlist link. Those who are new to this session, I strongly recommend to watch my 4 recorded videos, which is available on YouTube. And even if you enroll for this course, I will send that 4 videos and all videos daily basis to your Google Drive. That videos are completely downloadable and lifetime accessible. And complete core Python, advanced Python material also I'll send to you clearly. So new students, I'm telling you, this is completely full stack Python programming. So in this Python full stack, I'm going to cover core Python, advanced Python, Django, Flask, REST API, UI, MySQL, SQL3, all these things. For more information, you can watch my first demo lecture so that you will get clear idea what I conducted in the demo videos. Okay. So that's all for now. And moreover, those who not enrolled for this course so far, I'm just intimating you, tomorrow only you can able to use this link. Okay, tomorrow this link is the last day of usage. Then after tomorrow, if you link will be automatically changed. Okay, that link will come from my side only. That is going to be short link. This is not training link. This is a training link. Actually, you have to register every day for joining the session. But once I send a short link from my side, then no need to register while entering your details not required. Directly you can hit the link and you can able to join clearly. So I'm asking you, tomorrow only you can able to attend on this link. Once you complete tomorrow, there is no option to join again. So you must and should enroll for this course if you want to continue my lectures, because already 5-6 days completed. So you can please feel free to enroll for this course by contacting the Durgasoft if really wish to continue. Otherwise, if you don't want to continue, happily you can able to skip that sessions. No issues at all. That's all from my side. If you have any question, you can feel free to ask me now. If you don't have any question, see you tomorrow at same time on same link only. You can use it. And already I got some mails from Durgasoft. I have sent recorded videos and core Python PDF material. Please download immediately that all videos and make one separate folder in your computer and store them, so that it will be easy to watch videos without internet connection. And if you keep the videos in Google Drive, so every day if you want to watch videos, internet connection is required. And also after sometimes I can remove your video lectures from my Google Drive, because whenever I feel that my drive is become full, means I can compulsory delete that videos only for uploading new videos. Once I delete videos from my side and you can't able to access it, so I'm giving clearly download option. You can download it immediately. Don't neglect it. And many of the students, sir, due to my work, I forgot to download. Please resend the videos, means I can't help you for sure. That no matter for me. Again, you have to request to other students, then only you can collect the videos from other student only. That is not my responsibility, because I'm saying initial days only. Please download the videos. Don't delay. Mr. Pratap Kumar, if you enroll, then already for enrolled students, already I sent that core Python PDF notes completely. I think I have not received your mail. So please contact the Durga Soft. So ask them to send your mail IDs to me so that I can send that immediately. So today I received some of the, okay, fine. If already enrolled, then I should get the mail ID. But actually, I don't think so your mail ID is there or not. Let me check in spam once, please. Now, is there any other mail ID? Yes, Pratap Kumar. Yes, it is there. Please check in your spam. Not in your mail. Obviously, in spam, it was there, core Python PDF. Please try to do it. Yes, immediately it will be there. Please check once. That's all. Any questions?
Sir, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Tell me, mister.
Actually, sir, I have received the video, but I have not received the PDF that you are telling.
That's what I am asking. Please check in your spam. Obviously, it is there.
Okay. All right, sir. I will check this, ma'am. If
Yeah,
I will not receive, then we'll let you know tomorrow.
sure. Again, I'll send, no issues.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Have a nice time.